Man, this one's sweet, small, but got it all. What's up, it's Chris Young. Welcome to the all-new Keystone Cougar Sport 2400 RE. This gorgeous couples coach comes in at 28 feet, 11 inches, roughly 7,500 pounds dry. Can accommodate 3 campers easily, maybe more if you're just entertaining and don't need sleep. Now, what I really like about this one is the layout. This thing is small, but it really does have it all. You got all the space right here for entertaining, hanging out. More importantly, if somebody is over here at the campsite kitchen, where we have the L shape, the rounded edges, thank you Keystone, pressed surface countertop, undermounted stainless steel sink with the bronze finished pull down sprayer handle, but somebody else needed to walk by and maybe get to your 10.7 cubic foot fridge freezer combo that is 12 volt. You're not going to get in their way. They're not going to get in your way either. And then if you wanted to set up a workstation or you wanted to dine after making those camp cooked meals on your beautiful 3-burner cooktop or 16-inch Greystone oven, or just popping the popcorn in your Furion microwave, check out what you got for a dining setup. I kind of dig this. I could set me a chair. We could look out this gorgeous rear window and enjoy the hot dogs, the hamburgers, the quiche, whatever it is. Look, you cook what you cook. I'm going to cook what I cook on camping. We got that straight. But love the fact that I could also turn this into a workstation. I got the beautiful panoramic window, the pleated shade, the valance. I could take my team's call right here while looking at the mountains, looking at the beach. Absolutely love it. If I need power, I got the inverted outlet because your 2400 RE does have the solar flex on it. We'll talk about that once we get outside. USB-C and A charging, and then Bluetooth for my entertainment center, which is also dual zone. So if I decide to go outside, I can play my music there. Then when it's time to turn this into a dance floor, release the levers, let it drop, and boom. Now, I got all the space that I want for checking out the entertainment. I got my TV on a swivel. I got my little shelf right here, which is decorative. 31-inch Greystone microwave.
A 37-inch microwave.
There it is. All right, ready? A 31-inch Greystone fireplace. But the thing that I love most about this area right here is this. I got myself an actual walk-in pantry on a coach that's not even 29 feet long. Added to the fact that I have a load door down here. So if I got the big cases of water, maybe I just hit Costco and I'm loaded up, I can actually throw it here without having to lug it up the steps. Love that touch. Love the handle too, because this makes opening that hidden pantry so much easier than what I've seen in a lot of RVs. It's great. But that's not your only storage. Right back here to the kitchen, you're going to see you got a good grab and go spot above your microwave. You got some decorative shaker style cabinets with crown molding. Really like that. Hideaway hinges. And all my drawers, full extension on drawer guides, 75-pound capacities. Good spot for my trash can underneath. All in all, the flow, the versatility, and the storage, I'm digging it. And it's not big. It's not a big space, but it feels like I have big space energy. By the way, somebody put that on a t-shirt for me. When it's time to chill, I got my pillow top. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so nice. Wow. Okay, sitting on these things, I can't even describe, but that's awesome. I got my 5-inch console. I got my USB charge in here. What I got here? This is going to move my thing. Look at this. I got the little lights. I like this. The storage, the cup holders. Large windows, pleated shades. This is probably where I'd knock out. Because even the Cougar Sports were made for you to be your first fifth wheel. It's not going to have everything that the Cougar Regular or the Cougar Premiums are going to have, but you're going to have everything you need. So if you've never had a fifth wheel and you're like, I got a truck that can tow it. Because I mean, you're looking at less than 10,000 pounds gross vehicle weight on this thing. It's a pretty sweet coach for a couple. Definitely, I would not recommend this to the large family, but you could fit probably 4 people right here at your booth dinette. The table reduces down, makes this your sleeper. The cushions are overstuffed. I got me some storage underneath as well as power, more windows. Then right over here, I got the mini mudroom / bench prep area. Wow, I really like this because the cushion, do you see how far it went down when I sat down? I know I'm a little fluffy right now, but dang, this thing is plush. I got some storage underneath, hangers there, mushroom lights, and some storage up above. Great little use of the space here, and it doesn't really block the flow where I go in front of my island kitchen where you're gonna find even more storage drawers. I like the placement of these because if I'm cooking outside at the grill, maybe I can put my grill tools here versus putting them there in the storage spot behind the pantry. It's just another great use of the space. And speaking of the space, look at my fit and finish. Even in this price point, I got the Furion AC, quick cool. It's got quiet running. It's got the filter right there. It's ducted. I got the thermoplastic duct joiners in my heating ducts in here. So high output furnace, high output ACs, good construction. And we'll talk about the construction and the temperature rating outside. But for a good 3-season coach, this price point too, I don't think these things can be beat, in my opinion. But leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Plus, like, subscribe, and notify. Awesome space right here. How do we do in the front half though? Well, let's find out. Come on. As we go up the stairs to the front cap where the primary bedroom and the bathroom are, this is where you're gonna see your command panel. You can check your battery, check your black tank, your fresh tank, and your grays. Now, this one has a 54-gallon fresh tank. Pretty good sizes in a coach. It's not even 29 feet long. 60-gallon fresh tank and 30-gallon black. Plus, you got your awning as well as your slide controls right there and your HVAC controls. But the bathroom, I'm actually kind of impressed with what they did given the space. I got room on my high-rise porcelain bowl. My vanity is angled a little bit, maximizing my space here with my trash can door. I like how they did that. Plus, it doesn't block when you're coming in. I got this solid drawer there. Got more press surface countertop, undermounted sink, huge old medicine cabinet. Wish I had a raised lip, a little bit more of a raised lip. They do down on the bottom, so I'm not knocking it, just making some things that I would change. And I have a tankless water heater, so I'm not hating that. What I'm really not hating is this oxygenic shower head. This thing does not suck. What it does, 54 gallons on your fresh tank is pretty good, especially when you're talking about a couples coach. This is going to reduce the water usage, but increase the water pressure. Love how they included that in. That's just a manufacturer saying, you know what? There's a reason that the Cougar is #1. We're going to give you some of these little touches to continue making it #1. Nice skylight, vent and fan, hanger bar for my towels, awesome flow, awesome layout. I got the Hyperdeck flooring in here, which is water resistant, does a really good job of controlling the temperature inside this coach. Then when I walk into my primary bedroom, I got a queen size bed nestled in the front cap with awesome nightstand space, USB-C and A charging, a second AC, so I don't need to run both. I could just run this when I'm sleeping. Storage up top, ward space on both sides. But that's not all. I know what you're saying, Chris, those are kind of tiny. I know you said it was small and had it all. You got more storage over here, baby. Would you just look at it? Yep, right there's your ward bar. I call this the armoire, but I guess since it's nestled in a wall, would it be a wall-moire? Maybe. I got some storage drawers down there and a great spot for my shoes underneath. But let's us not forget, you got strut-supported storage underneath this queen-size bed too. Opposing windows, TV backer with my Key TV multi-source connection right there. Smart connector. So if you get to the campground, you don't know if it's cable or satellite, just plug it in. This is smart. It'll know. It'll get you the entertainment. You can keep up with your Kardashians. I love it. And it's walk around. Only thing is you got to watch out for this little lip. So if you maybe tipped back a couple, you need to watch out when you step up. But being 6'2", here is my headroom in the front cap. Still not bad. And the fact that I don't have the storage lip here means I could sit up and read at night without hitting my head. Really, really like that. An awesome first couples fifth wheel. Now let's go check out the outside and talk a little bit about what's out there, storage, and construction. And here we are on the outside of your beautiful Keystone Cougar Sport. This is the 2400 RE, 28 feet, 11 inches, not even 29 feet, 7,500 pounds dry, just a shade under 7,500 pounds dry. Let's talk a little bit about this front first, starting with that Road Armor hitch. Here's what I like about this. You can't really see it because of the components that are inside this pivot right here. But the shock absorbing that's in there, as well as the turn radius and the fact that it's Road Armor, means this is going to give you a better turn you're going to have better stabilization and shock absorption, aka no chucking and bucking or less chucking and bucking. Really like that, really like this hitch. I also love Keystone's construction quality build with their key shield components. This front cap has a coating on it that is going to help not only with the graphics from fading, but believe it or not, sometimes those coatings can also help a little bit with the insulation and the temperature control inside your coach. Now underneath, this is where you got your storage box, aka the Gen box. And you'll see it's strut supported, very nice touch. I know some premium fifth wheels that don't have strut supporting on the luggage door underneath, so this is actually pretty nice. But you can take this out, put a generator if you want to, and you'll see you got a couple of components in here. So you got your solar charge controller as well as your solar disconnect. You are prepped for an inverter. So let's say you wanted to upgrade that fridge inside from a 12-volt fridge to maybe one that's like a little bit bigger, maybe a residential style. Put the inverter in there and boom, you're good to go. Giggy box right here allows you to disconnect the pull from the battery while still charging it, and you are prepped for tire pressure monitoring. One of the most important things you can get for any RV is TPMS. So trust me, get it. Now you do have some pretty sweetness down here, which we're going to talk about in a minute, but we'll get there. Gorgeous fiberglass exterior. Look at my frameless 80% tinted windows, large awning which covers pretty much the entire campsite here, and all my storage doors are key to like. So not only can you secure your connections in here and your gear, you'll see that you also have some power controls, USB charging, and your KeyTV multi-source connection. So if you want to set some outside entertainment up here, maybe mount another TV, boom, there's your connection, there's the port hole to run it, and your garage or storage system is finished off. I also really like that aluminum structure, which I want to talk about the construction that Keystone has real quick for the Cougar Sports. Two things. Number one, that aluminum superstructure and that insulation not only make this coach a little bit lighter, but a lot sturdier. You got the fiberglass exterior here with the gorgeous automotive coating. The white is going to help reflect the heat, but you also have what's known, you'll see it right here, HyperCore on the inside. What is that? Well, it used to be Cougar made the inside of their panel, so you had your exterior wall, then you had your aluminum framing and your foam insulation, and in between there was a panel of Luan, a wood composite. Now you have HyperCore, which is a graphite composite material that doesn't give you the off-gassing, it doesn't bubble, and there's no water permeation in there too. So very nice feature, lighter and better insulated. My wheels, you see those red drums? Your Keystone Cougar Sport has anti-lock brakes on it. You also got the Dexter Easy Lube axles on there, and the suspension that's on here is also going to give you a little bit of a smoother toe while going down the road. The only thing I'm not crazy about right now are these plastic steps. A lot of people like them. I'm just not a fan of them. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm getting older. I'm crotchety. I mean, they're awesome. They're plastic. They're grooved. They got the slip resistant. For some reason, I just don't like them. But this was an awesome addition. This is your pantry. Remember what I was talking about with loading the water cases or whatever you need to? Really like that. I mean, obviously you can use it for your outside cooking as well. Rear stabilizer jack, front stabilizer jack, 4x4 sewer hose storage. Just an awesome, beautiful coach. Come around to the back and you'll see you got your 2-inch receiver hitch, frameless windows, backup camera prep, and ladder prep. So if you want to get up on that roof, check everything out, boom, absolutely can. Right here, it's going to be your 50 amp plug. I mean, this is just a coach. It's not even 29 feet long, but you do have 2 ACs in there. So very nice there. Cable slide, and the way Keystone makes their slide is called True Fit. So this space is built for that space. Less components to run the slides in and out, meaning less things to break. Really like that. Got the back of your tankless water heater, the back of your furnace, and your terminations are located forward of the axles, which means hopefully you won't have any drag or any damage if you go up a steep grade. But I like that. And your tanks, once again, are 54, 60, and 30. Come out here, you got your external command system, ZAMP quick connect, so if you do want to bring a briefcase, solar panels to charge that battery, you can. You do have solar on top of here, but a very nice feature there. Winterization, external shower with hot and cold, KeyTV source connection, as well as your city water connection, tank flush, and your terminations. But the coolest thing that they've added this year is behind all of that. Check this out. You got access to your water connections and your water pump is right there. No more searching for that thing, or more importantly, taking stuff off of the RV inside to get to it. Really like the ease of use right there. Twin LP tanks, one on each side. Let me just open this up for you. You can see your 30-pound LP tanks right there. And of course, your info panel here. This is where you come to see how much does the coach weigh. Now dry, we're looking at 7470. Gross vehicle weight, 9,500 pounds, not even 10,000 pounds for a fifth wheel. Not only a fifth wheel, a Keystone Cougar Sport fifth wheel. A name that is synonymous with awesomeness. Cougar's been one of the top brands for 20 plus years, and there's a dang good reason. From the fit and finish to the quality construction that they have in there, to the designs, the layouts, and the fact that it's just a sweet coach. 28 feet, 11 inches. This is the 2400 RE. Awesome couples coach. Love how it's small, but it's got it all, if you ask me. Leave me some comments down below and let me know, what did you think of the 2400 RE? Where are you gonna take it camping? I'm Chris Young from Camping World. Hope you enjoyed this Cougar Sport, because I sure did. I'll see you soon.